Welcome to Total Life Management, the Lighthouse Model of Self-Assessment and Development. I'm Jerry Krause, and I'm going to provide you with an overview of my Total Life Management system and the Lighthouse Model depicting the 7 life categories. Thanks for joining me. Total Life Management is a personal development tool that we can use to reflect on our lives. The objectives are to help identify our priorities and what we think is important, and then how we spend our energy, time, and money. In looking to find balance in our lives, it's a way to evaluate our own effectiveness, strengths, and improvement opportunities, and then develop a personal improvement plan based on our assessment. The 7 life categories provide a comprehensive and integrated framework for reflecting on our lives. We all have multiple responsibilities and demands every day, and sometimes it's hard to get everything done when we're so busy. There are also important trade-offs and interactions between the categories, and sometimes even conflicting priorities that we must sift and juggle. The life categories really apply to everyone at all stages of life, whether you're a mid-career professional raising a family, near retirement and thinking about the next phase, or even a high school junior planning for college and thinking about career options. It's a way to think about your priorities and goals, and even provides a way to organize your filing system, both hard copy and digital file management, and serves as a format for your ultimate to-do list. Here is the Lighthouse Model depicting the 7 life categories, plus the life purpose category, which provides a foundation for the lighthouse and provides direction. Let's transition into looking at each of the life categories in some more detail. The 7 life categories are career and professional, civic involvement, finance and planning, family and friends or relationships, health and wellness, home and garden, and recreational and leisure activities. The 8th category of life purpose serves again as a foundation and provides direction for the rest of the life categories. In a sense, it's the glue that holds all of our other endeavors together. The career and professional category deals with your job or business, career development activities, school and continuing education, professional organizations, and management of our professional networks and contacts. Everything related to our careers and generation of income. Civic involvement are those activities dealing with volunteerism and giving. In our schools or doing public service, maybe serving on a board of a not-for-profit or fraternal organization, philanthropy or involvement in our church or synagogue or houses of worship, and activism in many forms to support causes that you might be passionate about. The family and friends category is really all about relationships, whether it's immediate family, spouse or significant other, children or parents and siblings, but it also includes extended family like cousins, grandparents, and of course our close friendships. It has to do with our own personality, character traits and tendencies, managing conflict, and working with others at home or in the work setting, our bosses, our coworkers, leadership of others, and our strengths and improvement areas when it comes to interpersonal behavior and maintaining and developing relationships. Of course, it also includes our fur friends and other pets, and even our contact management activities. Finance and planning has to do with overall money management and strategic life planning, even including this activity. Think of it as banking and budgeting and bills, credit management, as well as long-term estate planning, mortgage and rent, investments and retirement planning, college savings or loans, our taxes, our will, and other legal matters. The health and wellness category has to do with finding balance between mind, body, and spirit, and overall well-being, including physical fitness and dietary habits, emotional and mental health, and spiritual development, whether it's faith-based or not, and such things as disease management, personal history, and maintenance of medical records. The home and garden category has to do with household chores and cleaning, lawn and garden care, home improvement, maintenance, and capital projects, as well as auto care and all physical assets, including mechanical systems like heating and air conditioning, equipment and appliances, computers, networks, and electronics, and all aspects of managing a home. Recreation and leisure includes our hobbies and avocations, all entertainment and vacations, enjoying fine arts, performing arts, and sports as a participant or as a spectator, seasonal activities, and all forms of rest and relaxation, including watching TV, dining out, or just hanging out with friends. Life purpose is about a higher order calling or finding our voice. It could be a personal mission in life, or dreams and aspirations, and a vision of greatness for yourself. It's about finding meaning and fulfillment and following our passion, and it serves as a foundation for all of the other life categories and can provide direction for what we do every day. Now that you understand the Lighthouse Model and life categories, what can you do with it? You may have already started thinking about what aspects you're good at and what's going well, or some areas that could stand some attention. Excellent! An intuitive broad brush self-assessment is a good place to start. Maybe it ties in directly with your goals or resolutions, or maybe it provides some insights about how your time might be better spent. Think about your typical day or week or month. If you kept a journal, where would you see the most time or resources spent? What appear to be your priorities? What seems to be getting neglected? What changes are you thinking about making? How can you find better balance, fulfillment, happiness, productivity, and success, however you may define it? Let's look at an idealized pattern of a balanced life. It may reveal a somewhat symmetrical emphasis on all of the life categories, with a good sense of your life purpose and how your activities support and work in concert toward the fulfillment of your personal mission. Think of it like plot points on your lighthouse model. If your life feels somewhat balanced, it may look something like this. The job or school is going well, you're actively engaged in the community, you handle your financial affairs and plans well, your relationships couldn't be stronger, you eat right, exercise regularly, and feel good about yourself. You help out around the house, and you have an appropriate amount of downtime. Great job. Now, if you were to fill in the lighthouse, you would get a graphic depiction of how that balance looks. It's nice and symmetrical, not perfect, but generally fairly well balanced. Now let's look at a less balanced lighthouse. Maybe the career could be going better, but you're really involved in your community. Financial situation has been better before, but with the support of your family and friends, you're doing okay. You don't take care of yourself as well as you should, but you are helping out around the house, and maybe you waste too much time watching TV and doing other things. The lighthouse could end up looking like this. Not quite as balanced, and you can see it graphically. Maybe there's a correlation between the career professional and the finance and planning. Maybe you haven't been taking enough care of yourself because you waste too much time watching TV. Here's another example where career and the job are going okay. Not a lot of involvement in the civic activity. Finance and planning is good. Family and friends and relationships might not be doing that great, but at least you're eating well and staying in shape. Not as much help around the house as maybe you could, but getting the right amount of downtime. And what do we see then graphically? We begin to understand that we might have a general emphasis on some life categories and less on others, and maybe a little less balanced than we want it to be. And what do we see here is a moderate emphasis on career and professional, not as much on civic involvement. Finance and planning is going well, and relationships are doing really well. Spending time taking care of yourself and eating right, not as much on the home and garden, and maybe could use a little more rest and relaxation. And again, that would be depicted like this, showing the relative emphasis on each of the life categories, providing some insights on what to underemphasize and overemphasize in the future. I hope that you've found the Total Life Management System and the Lighthouse Model for personal development a useful tool. Again, you can identify strengths and improvement areas, explore trade-offs and interactions between your activities in each of the life categories, set goals for improving balance in your life, and commit to making some positive changes, and then carry out your personal improvement plan. It's very specific to you. You can do it at your own pace, and you can integrate it with your current activities and change plans. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about total life management and the Lighthouse Model of self-assessment and development. Good luck and be well.